Well, where do I begin? Wow. I've seen some pretty bad England performances, but this one tops it all off. No excuse how we lost to Iceland, no excuse. The only exciting part of this game was Rooney's penalty at 4th minute in. When he scored that, you figured, okay, we might actually do good here. And then, only like 2 minutes later, Iceland scores, and that's pretty much it. They had the ball a lot. England had the ball a lot in the second half, but really wasn't doing anything with it. And yeah, just wasn't meant to be, I guess. I mean, still, no excuse for losing this game. This is the club that's going to be known for losing to Iceland. We won all of our qualifying games, 10 out of 10. Even in the international friendlies. I know there's international friendlies, but still, we beat some good teams. We beat France 2-0 on November 17th, though I will say that came 4 days after the Paris attacks. But still, we beat Portugal not too long before the European Euro started. So, you know, this loss in the round of 16 is probably the worst one I've ever felt of all time. I mean, obviously in 2010 in South Africa, it's against Germany. It was a tough one. In 2012, lost penalties against Italy, but that was just like where I was starting out. 2014 in Brazil, I mean, gosh, we really didn't achieve anything with that one. But this, my gosh, the only great part about this tournament was the game against Wales and Daniel Sturridge's winner right at the end. Otherwise, you know, that Russia game was frustrating, the Slovakia game was frustrating, but this is the most frustrating one of them all. We should have won the group because it was rather an easy group. It should have beat Russia, should have beat Slovakia, and yet, you know, we finished second in the group, but we come up against Iceland. I don't know, with all due respect to Iceland, they deserve it, you know, but still, there's no excuse for England on this game, no excuse. In case you didn't know, I'm an England fan because I was born in London, but sheesh, doesn't make me much proud of the team right now. So, if you were to tell me that the UK leaves the EU, David Cameron resigns, England loses to Iceland, and Roy Hodgson resigns, all within 1 week, I find that very hard to believe. But it's happened. So, yes. Now, for some people, the UK leaving the EU and David Cameron resigning is a happy thing, but I think we can all agree that, you know, us losing to Iceland is none of us can be pleased about. I'm not a fan of the Brexit happening, but in a sense, I think maybe it's what we deserve for voting leave, but otherwise, even if we had voted remain, I don't think it would really change the outcome of the game unless the Brexit really did affect the players in some way, but I doubt that. Anyway, so yeah, this is tough. Probably going to go for France or Poland for the rest of the tournament because I used to live in France and I have family in Poland, but for the time being, it is what it is. It's going to hurt for a while. Going to have to move on from this. I guess we'll see what the FA does to hire the new manager. There's a moth flying around in here. And yeah, we better start getting ready for Russia in 2 years. Hopefully we can have a better performance then, because we actually had a good squad for this. That's the reason why I felt like that this tournament, you know, would be different than like previous ones, was because we have a young squad, I think the youngest one in the tournament, and yet we didn't achieve to our full potential. I felt like, you know, I understand that we probably had an easy qualifying group, but still, you know, won all 10 games. You would expect something, a little bit better performance. Now, they played well in the Russia game, but we still came out with a 1-1 draw. We should have won that. The Wales game, we didn't play very well in the first half. We came out in the second half. I think we really played good. Obviously, the Vardy goal, could take that back because he was clearly offsides, but I'll take it regardless. And, I mean, Sturridge's game winner was just an amazing moment. In fact, we barely beat Wales. I mean, actually, I won't say the fact that we barely beat Wales, because Wales is actually playing pretty good right now, but, you know, if you take away from the Wales game, okay, it was a good win considering Wales is a good team. Now you go back to look at the Russian-Slovakia game, especially the Slovakia game, because how do you not finish on all the chances we had? How do you not get any goals with that? All right, that's the thing. Like, should have won the group, should have won all 3 games, but in the end, we still got it with Iceland, and we didn't finish, and there's no excuse for that. So, oh well, it is what it is, and I was hoping for a better tournament because of the squad we had. We had so many young players. We had and such new guys too, like Kane, Vardy. Well, I've been a fan of Daniel Sturridge for a while. He was with us in Brazil, and only scored 1 goal against Italy. But the fact that he was on this squad coming in, which I thought previously we weren't sure if he was going to be with us, I was happy to see him there, and he came through in the Wales game. And unfortunately, I wish him and Vardy probably played in the Russia game, and I wish him and Vardy came through in this game and the Slovakia game, but fortunately it wasn't meant to be. And you go back, you look at this game against Iceland specifically, you will see that there was poor play from England. Like, you would see Kane in the Premier League, he's basically doing free kicks where they go right over the bar, and we've never seen that from him. I've never seen that from him before. Like, not too often in the Premier League, not for as many times he was doing it here in this game, but so this could be a good thing or a bad thing, but we're probably going to have a majority of the players be with us in 2018 in Russia, and Rooney. I hope Rooney will stick around, but it's tough, and should have got the win. Should be playing France. I don't want to really go into how we would have done against France. I figured we probably would lose. If we had won this game, we probably would have gone in and lose to France, probably in penalties, but still, because the game would have been in Paris, and France would have the home crowd, and France is playing really good right now, so. But now we'll never know because of this result here. So congratulations to Iceland, but still, England, you let me down, you let many people down. You should have got the win, and Roy Hodgson has resigned, and perhaps this is just the thing they need, So, we have to move on. I'll continue watching this tournament because so far it really has been a fun tournament outside of the fact what England has done. And until then, I'm still going to wear this shirt, and we better get ready for Russia in 2 years. So, this is my reaction to the England versus Iceland game in the round of 16 at UEFA Euro 2016 France. Class dismissed.